All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Just when fans of the New York Jets thought that it was safe to have some optimism for the 2023 NFL season, the team is hell bent on killing it before the Super Bowl even concludes this season. The Jets announced today that Nathaniel Hackett will be the team's new offensive coordinator. A month to the date, Hackett was fired as the head coach of the Denver Broncos just 15 games into his tenure there. And this is who the Jets are ensuring to run their offense for next season. The Jets want Hackett to improve an offense that was 25th in the NFL this past season in total offense. And that's really not that much for to get excited about because his offense with the Broncos was 21st. So, in my opinion, and I'm not going to be the only person that has said this or will keep saying this, the only way that bringing in Nathaniel Hackett is going to work is if you somehow are able to get Aaron Rodgers from the Green Bay Packers. Remember last year, Hackett basically got the Denver job in the hopes that Aaron Rodgers would sign there. And of course, Aaron Rodgers did a 180. He went back to Denver, and then the Broncos went after Russell Wilson. And that was a train wreck from the word go because Wilson could not get it done in Hackett's West Coast offense. Now, Jets head coach Robert Saleh and Hackett have a history together. Both were assistant coaches with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and that relationship could cost Saleh his job as a Jets head coach if this doesn't work out. Of course, another question is, was a guy like Frank Reich on the Jets' radar? I'm not sure, but I mean, obviously, like I said before, Frank Reich in this position, first and foremost, was looking for head coaching jobs. I think being an OC was probably going to be the last thing that he wanted if he just wanted to get back in coaching, if not take a year off. So I really don't think that was a strong possibility there. This was definitely a comfort pick for this Jets staff. But at the end of the day, this can only work with the right quarterback. And I feel like the right quarterback for this scenario is going to be Aaron Rodgers. So, with that said, if the Packers are willing to go out there and shop Aaron Rodgers, and if Aaron Rodgers wants to leave Green Bay, are the Jets willing to move heaven and earth to get number 12 to come to Florham Park? And I say that because if Aaron Rodgers is on the trade market, the Jets are not going to be the only team that would want his services, which means you're going to have to give up a king's ransom to get him, which more than likely means at least two first round picks. So, with that said, this is a very interesting move to say the least for the Jets. I really feel like it can only be feast or famine. And of course, feast if they get Aaron Rodgers, but if they don't, this could be a huge bust. Now, Nathaniel Hackett's dad, Paul, about 20 years ago, was the offensive coordinator for the Jets. And if anybody's old enough to remember that, the New York papers bashed, his dad consistently. And of course, the fans weren't too friendly to him as well. So let's see if things are different for the junior the second time around. But nonetheless, obviously, this means the more than likely that the Jets are ready to move on from Zach Wilson. I said it last year. Obviously, the Jets just didn't want to come out and say it. But nonetheless, we got to wait and see what happens. But at the end of the day, I think that the Jets have to push all of their chips to the middle of the table to try to go out there and get Rodgers if he's going to be available. If not, the next best option at quarterback, but not just the next best option. They have to find somebody who is going to be on the same page with the offensive coordinator because if not, this thing will be a train wreck of epic proportions. We've seen already that the Jets can get it done defensively. We've seen that the Jets have talent at the skill positions on offense. Obviously, last year they did not have the quarterback. They're hopeful that Nathaniel Hackett can be the offensive coordinator to get it done, but still, you need that quarterback to get it done. And if the Jets don't, this is going to be a disaster of epic proportions. And if it doesn't work out, I think Robert Saleh's days as the head coach of the Jets will be numbered, and Nathaniel Hackett will have a very short tenure with the Jets as their OC. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There is also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. Now, you can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So, once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. I am signing off, saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.